The last quote that I want to talk about from Game 7 is about toughness, something that we all talked about, or our guys talked about after we lost to Miami last year. We thought we just needed toughness, and we brought that in. We brought the guy that, But PJ Tucker said, quote, "We weren't very tough. We weren't very physically tough, emotionally tough, mentally tough. It just wasn't enough." And Embiid said, quote, "You can be as tough as you want mentally, but if you can't respond by making shots, that doesn't mean you are weak mentally. We kept shooting and we kept missing, and that's okay. Maybe it just wasn't meant to be." So Embiid was the one saying we needed to bring toughness to this team. We brought that, and now he's saying it wasn't really about toughness anymore. Who do you guys agree with on the toughness aspect?
I mean, you got the same locker room in two different perspectives. You have the perspective of the new guy. You have the perspective of the guy that's been there, a longer tenured guy.
And lost a lot.
So I don't think either guy's wrong, because I think the perspectives of how they view it are correct. You can – the toughness is needed, but I don't think the toughness is needed collectively. I think it's more of an individual thing. I think some guys are tough physically, maybe not tough mentally. Some tough guys are tough mentally and maybe not physically. Or some guys aren't tough emotionally. I think that's an individual feel for the team, but I think that's most teams are like that. Joel say making shots. That's some of that is mental toughness, physical toughness, fighting through it, being tired, or fighting through shooting slumps, and so I think it's all connected. I think that what they're saying is more connected than I think they realize. That they really kind of feel the same way and saying it two different ways.
Mm. I just based off the statements, we were weak. We were very weak. And just saying, we shot, we missed. No, I don't. Try different things. Try getting your ass to the lane and post up deep, Joel. I mean, if your shots aren't going in, stop shooting those shots. Drive.
But that takes a mental and emotional toughness. And
exactly.
Going on the post takes a physical toughness.
Yeah. And Embiid wanted Tucker in for that. So it's like, listen to the man. Like he
that's what I'm saying. But Tucker's toughness and his are different because the what you're asked to do isn't the same.
Yes.
So it's easy to play your role and bring it, but you also aren't in someone else's role. And to say, and you say that we can sit up here and you're implying for him not going down there and maybe not being physically tough, he's still the MVP. So he was tough enough to get an MVP. So that's why I say it's hard to just say that.
And let's not forget that he had to do that whole pep talk to Joel after that and one.
Yeah, we don't know what he said.
Right? So
we don't know what the pep talk, it may not be pep talk, it may just be encouragement.
It was social work, remember?
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's what he said, but it may be encouragement, but
Yeah, I think it had something to do with how you can dominate Al Horford. I know you can. I know what you're capable of, kind of thing.
Yeah. So I mean, you can say that, but you can also say that in the locker room. We would have never seen it.
Yeah. I mean, bottom line is you're an MVP. You're one of the most dominant players in the league.
Yeah.
Get to the paint, draw contact, go to the line.
You should need a pep talk for that.
Yeah. Slow the game down. Get to the line. Draw contact. If there's a toughness guy I want to listen to, it's Tucker. So I tend to, since toughness is the subject, I'll lean Tucker on that one.
I believe Tobias also mentioned toughness too in his press conference as well, as something we didn't have. But one important thing to draw from
if they didn't have it, then what? They just gonna go lift weights and develop it next year?
Maybe spend the summer with PJ.
Yeah.
You saying we didn't have it, but how you gonna go get it?
Acquire more PJs, clone PJ.
Or you start from, or you can
claim that we can't make shots.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why they made the coaching move.
I'm just saying.
Maybe they feel like they came from coaching.
Give up something, you're gonna be complaining about what you don't have.
Yeah.
How about just winning game 6?
Yes.
Yeah. Demanding the ball in the last 4 minutes. Yeah.
Win game 6.
But Embiid says he's going to work on his ball handling this offseason. He already has a plan for ball handling. That's what he needs to work on, which that's not what do you think about that as far as what do you plan?
Serious?
Yeah, he says he's going to work on his ball handling.
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said in his press conference. He already has a plan of what he's going to plans on working on this offseason. And I believe ball handling was it, right? There was nothing else. Yeah.
I think Sam Mitchell said it should be noticing when the double team's coming, because by now you should be more accustomed to seeing when the double team's coming and adjust to that.
Yeah, I would say get down the block and start getting the jump hook and
Yes.
move over your left shoulder and then move over your right shoulder. That's what I would say.
No.
Building up the conditioning to do that at a consistent rate. Yeah, left shoulder, right shoulder. Array of moves. Maybe working with Akeem Olajuwon with that.
Yeah.
Or whomever else, or Kareem, or whoever else it could be.
Mm-hmm.
Pat Ewing. Getting with some of those guys, Shaq, and working over your left shoulder, right shoulder. They're going to W. They're going to have to W quick. And they're going to have to W deep.
Yeah.
But
And then go do your ball handling.
yeah. When you hear him say that ball handling is the number one thing he's going to work on this summer, what does that suggest to you, Eric? He wants to maybe mimic more of a Jokic type game? I mean, what does that mean?
He's going to be more on the perimeter.
Hmm.
That's what it tells me.
Oh boy. Well, so we'll have plenty of offseason to talk about all the videos we may see if he is going to work with some of those guys, Eric. Hopefully we're on this show in a couple of months talking about Embiid worked out with Kareem or Olajuwon this Sunday.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
No, hopefully we can hope.